What is going on, guys? I'm Nico, and welcome back to another commentary. Today's game is going to be Red Dead Redemption Online, the Undead Nightmare DLC, standalone DLC. That was a great, one of the best DLCs that ever came out in a game. Basically, what it was the actual game, but with zombies involved, and a whole new mechanics, zombies running around the game. It was already a very open world with great maps, and very open. You can pretty much do whatever you want. And the multiplayer was great, too. It's like the Grand Theft Auto multiplayer. You can just free roam, just do whatever you want, with a lot of people online at once, and you can form your own posses, and it's a lot of fun. So I don't actually see any. I don't think I see many zombies in this game, in this multiplayer game. But I do have an interesting 1v1 with this guy on a house, and it was pretty cool to watch. It's pretty intense. And really, what I want to talk about today is does violence in video games really affect children, and does it actually affect the minds of people and make people sociopaths? And this game is pretty intense, pretty bloody, and when people refer to games affecting children, is the games they usually reference are Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and games like that, but people never mention this game. And really what I'm trying to discuss is whether or not it actually does affect children and affect their brains and affect their take on violence and guns. So I'm just going to say in the beginning, I do not completely think this is true. I know the stereotype is really hated by gamers, and they hate when people say that and say that video games make people violent. They hate that term. They hate that stereotype that's been going on for video gamers for a long time, especially with Grand Theft Auto 5 coming out soon. People are banning the games in their country. I know that Grand Theft Auto 5 is banned in Australia because people are afraid of their kids. People are really looking out for their kids' safety, and they don't want their kids to become violent, because in the long run, that game does contain a lot of violence and a lot of things that really kids should not be seeing at such a young age, at like 10 or 11. Because if you see any Grand Theft Auto 5 gameplay, you see that they go into a weed store. There's a lot of hookers that you can kill. You steal cars. You brutally murder people. It is a brutal game, and I actually do not think that it really messes with the minds of people, and it really shouldn't be taken as seriously as it is being taken seriously. I mean, if they have to ban games in Australia this often just because of the kids' safety, I mean, they're really missing out, because these are really great games, and I don't think that it really affects kids as much as people think it does. And I know this is coming from the point of view of a gamer who'd probably really be against this stereotype, but I really don't think so. And I think it's just people like to play games. I mean, I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. I've been playing it since I was about 8. At my friends' houses, on my Xboxes. I know Black Ops 2. I mean, I have no desire to own a gun or to shoot a gun at all. I think it's just a video game, and it doesn't contribute to my thoughts on gun violence, and I am still totally against violence. I don't care to own a weapon. I don't have any interest in doing that. No reason at all to own a gun, in my opinion. I have no need for it. I mean, a lot of people can say that you want it for self-defense, but you don't need to have an assault rifle or a 300-round light machine gun to defend your house. You need a pistol, and even when you have a pistol, what are the chances that you're going to have it handy if someone breaks into your house? And sorry, I'm going into gun laws right now, but really, what other people are saying, that all the school mass shootings, like there was one at MIT who shot like 20 of his students. Recently, in my state, in Connecticut, there was a school shooting where this boy shot at like 20 kids ages 5 to 10, and six teachers. And he had no record of. I don't think he had any record of playing video games. But the MIT student was found to he played a lot of video games, and that was proven. But I don't think that really that made him any more violent than he already was. He was already a sociopath. He was already probably messed up in the head. He was probably bullied as a kid, and he wanted to pretty much. I think the MIT school shooting, I don't know when this happened, but I think he was bullied a lot, and I think really what he wanted to do was get back at them, because they were probably not all the same people, but in his mind they were. They were all the students. Every other classmate that he had was the abusive asshole that they were to him. And he does have a record of having a lot of bullies and really just people being brutal to him and very mean. And I think he played video games, but that doesn't contribute to his amount of violence and how much he's exposed to. His exposure to violence did not really change it. maybe it gave him the idea that he could use a gun. But I mean, you're gonna get that idea anyway in this society, with movies, with video games, and anything. Playing a video game isn't gonna let you just finally discover that guns exist. It's not. I mean, people say that in video games you feel the rush of killing someone, and that killing someone in a video, you don't see the consequences of killing someone in real life when you kill so many people in a video game. That's totally untrue to so many. I mean, for him, I think he was already going to do what he was going to do, and the video games just it didn't make it any better, but it really wasn't the main contributing factor that caused him to kill that many people. So no, I do not think that video games are really affecting the minds of young children. That, I mean, maybe for some people they actually are, but I don't know how you can really test it. And I'm an example of someone who's not affected by gun violence in video games, and it doesn't come out in real life. Like, all my friends who play video games, I know they all play first-person shooter games. They all play games with lots of guns in them, and none of them are as violent and really want to say, I wish I had a gun, I really want to kill someone. I mean, I know that's a bad example. I know this is not a really good scenario, but it's true. I mean, none of my friends are violent. I mean, like, if you count, like, wrestling with friends or just being annoying and punching each other, I don't really think that counts. But none of them have ever expressed their desire to buy a gun and go shoot people, like the people in the school shooting. So, what else? I mean, there's other games that people could also make people violent, I guess. A lot of people are complaining. Grand Theft Auto is the #1 game that people are complaining the most about, but there's Call of Duty is up there. There's also like the racing games where people crash into cars and people. Oh yeah, I saw that Need for Speed. There was a website where people were complaining about them, and that's saying that Need for Speed and racing games should be banned because they can affect the way people drive. And people think, oh, if I can drive like this in the video game, I can do like this in real life. People, I know a lot of in this society, in this generation, a lot of people are pretty stupid, and their actions aren't very smart. And I know that. I'm aware of that. I know not everyone is smart, and I know a lot of people act stupidly in this society, in this day and age. But just because you're playing a video game that has driving and you're reckless does not mean you're going to implement that in real life. They have people also have ratings on the games. It's also, if the parents really don't want them to play it, then just look at the ratings. And I mean, it also should be up to the parents. The parents should believe, is my kid old enough? Is it okay if he's exposed to this kind of violence? Is it okay that he's doing this? You can see it's pretty laggy in the game now, but is it okay that he's looking at this? Will it affect him? It's also the parents' decision. I mean, it should not be your decision what the kids and what the children of our society are allowed to play and what they are not allowed to play. It really should not be up to you. It's all the parents' decisions. So that's just my take on it. Thank you for watching this Red Dead Redemption gameplay. It's my first one ever. Please leave a like rating if you did enjoy. Remember, leave a comment letting me know what you think about this. It was a nice tomahawk kill, by the way. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like rating if you did enjoy. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're not already to stay tuned for more videos. I upload a lot. I upload about 5 to 6 times a week. Actually, I haven't missed a video in a while. So yeah, so I upload infrequently. I don't have a schedule. So if you subscribe, you'll see all my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next one.